Hello everybody, it's Charlie again. I'm currently playing Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 for another replay review in 2024, and yeah, let's get into it. Hope you guys enjoy. Hey guys, what's up? I decided to go ahead and show you the roster to the game because I forgot to add this in the review. Obviously this is going to be after the fact. Let's get back to the review. Hey guys, what's up? We're back for another replay review, and currently this is the ultimate version of this game. There is a base version that I bought originally, and then when this one was discounted I bought this one because it had additional 8 characters, I think. But this game is one of those great games that right now is not really, much around gamers' minds. But I think it's still good. It's not as good as Part 2. Part 2 was probably the best. And right here we see some of the characters like Strider with Thor, Felicia from Darkstalkers. I believe that's Darkstalkers, Felicia. I'm not really sure. Don't quote me on that. But there's a lot of franchises here. Dante, Magneto, Ghost Rider, guys. And Trish from Devil May Cry. Just a variety of characters. Viper from Street Fighter. And the thing about this game is that the gameplay is really well balanced, especially in the Ultimate version. The base version, not so much. Ultimate version, they got it right in my opinion. If you pay attention here, when Red Rock is fighting Dante, you have to use the characters to its advantages, obviously. But some characters are literally like Dante. He's a bit overpowered. I'm not gonna lie. I know he's an S tier for a lot of people. Ghost Rider is right mid-tier. I don't know. I never played this competitively, so I could be wrong. But overall, the Marvel characters in this game and the Capcom characters balance each other out pretty well. I don't know about the story, though. You might not care for it. But as a fighting game, I think it stands tall. Okay? I don't think it's one of the greatest ever, but it's still within the top, I would say top 30, top 20 fighting games of all time. Like I said, Part 2, I used to own it. It's no longer available digitally. I don't know what happened. I wish I could re-download it because I did buy it. But regardless, this game does a great job, especially at the full character roster. I think overall it is a complete roster. They do have also additional things like basically, character gallery artwork. That's really cool. Obviously most fighting games do have artwork. This one particularly has a weird thing, like for example, look at the Iron Fist mask and he's fighting Akuma. Stuff like that is really cool. The graphics are really nice too. It's a bit of a cel shady 3D type thing, but overall, do I recommend this game? Yeah, this is one of those games that I do recommend. The stage art, and the backgrounds are really cool. Obviously it's dated nowadays because fighting games have gone a little bit further than this recently, but I still think it's pretty good overall, guys. If you were to get a fighting game that gets you going, nice 3-on-3, because this is I don't know if this is the creator of the 3-on-3, but I think it is. I think it's Part 2. No, Part 1 started the 3-on-3. Might have been a 2-on-2, guys, don't quote me. But the point is that these games started that whole team thing. And it works. It works, especially for Marvel and Capcom characters. I think it works. Here you have Rocket Raccoon, Hawkeye, Captain America fighting Ryu, Deadpool, and Iron Fist, guys. Yes, they have Iron Fist. I think he was added in the Ultimate Pack, or maybe he's in the base game. I don't know. Deadpool is pretty freaking hilarious, even in this game. Overall, this is one of my favorite characters. Obviously, sometimes he doesn't feel as effective as he could be because he's sort of a joke character, but he does work if you know how to use him. Okay, so keep that in mind. I do think that they could have done a little better with the super moves. Some of the super moves are kind of underwhelming, to be honest, but it's okay. Overall, I'm not complaining. I think it worked out for the best. In 2024, though, you should definitely play this because it'll give you like a little bit of a taste what people were playing when this came out and before that. And like Street Fighter vs. X-Men, that's another classic that I have somewhere in my house. I don't really know where I put it. But games like that kind of bring you back to the old days of fighting games. Obviously, the art style is more enjoyed in part 2 than it is in this one, but still, this one isn't bad. I haven't played Infinite, guys, so don't quote me on. A lot of people say Infinite was terrible, like Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, but like I said, I never bought it. Maybe I'll buy it at some point and review it, who knows. But Rocket Raccoon actually was in this game before he became popular with the Guardians of the Galaxy. A lot of people didn't even know who Rocket Raccoon was. People were mad they added him here as an extra character. Now people love him, so now people are like, oh shit, he is in this game. But yeah, there was a time where he wasn't that popular. Iron Man and Captain America were not that popular when the first 2 games came out. And yeah, believe it or not, Captain America still had his popularity, but Iron Man was a B-list superhero. A lot of people don't know that. Till Robert Downey Jr. played him and everybody pretended to be a fan later on. But I know people hate that I say that, but it's true. It's just the truth. But the cool thing about these games are also that it's great for versus battles. I'm not really sure what the network, if anybody's playing it online still. But last time I played it online, it was pretty good. Okay, they do a pretty good job overall, Capcom, of making these games. Over here, you can get theme songs, guys, to your favorite characters. Obviously, there's not much to say, but it's a fighting game. You know how it is, nitty gritty. Graphics, gameplay, and extra features like theme songs that make it really cool. Obviously, the Street Fighter theme songs are probably more memorable than the Marvel ones, simply because they don't have Marvel doesn't have any specific theme songs for their characters, except for a few exceptions. But I do think that this game overall, I would believe it gets between a 7.5 or 8 out of 10. The original vanilla version gets about a 7, maybe 7.5, and then this version gets an 8. The reason why I don't score it higher is because there's already a Marvel vs. Capcom game that's better than this. You know, with better graphics, better gameplay, and more loved with a better roster. But this one is still worth it, especially for the price. It should be pretty cheap. I believe I bought this specific version for maybe under $10. I believe it was $7.99. It was on special, obviously, and which I recommend to buy it on special. But it still has its fun factor. There's a few modes in here, but overall I can't say that there's a huge variety of things. As you can see here, we got Doctor Strange is a character that was added to the game as well. He's not in the original Marvel vs. Capcom games. And he plays well in this game overall. I played him a few times, not bad. Proton Cannon, guys. That's from the old games as well. Obviously, Iron Man, I think it's in all 3 games. Or 4 games, I guess now. But, yeah, some characters you might find better to use with others. That's why it's a 3-on-3. You kind of tag each other in and out. You guys know how it works. I'm sure you guys have heard of this game. And if you never played it, it's very accessible, I think, overall. I would still recommend practicing, because you're not gonna just jump in and murderize everybody, and destroy everybody. Taskmaster is another character that I recommend you guys check out. Taskmaster and X-23. X-23 is freaking awesome in this game. Her speed and agility is by far one of the best. I'm not sure if there's any recent updates, but I think this game is pretty well balanced by now. Probably got, who knows, hundreds of updates. Or I'm sure it's just a lot of updates, maybe 30 or 40. So it should be well balanced by now. I did play it, obviously, recently just to do the review. And yeah, it's pretty cool. The final boss in this game is, I'm not gonna spoil it if you guys haven't played, but you guys will enjoy it. It's not bad, It reminds me of the Apocalypse from X-Men vs. Street Fighter, basically. There's a few characters of another character of Street Fighter they added, which Chun-Li is in the game as well. I believe Ken and Ryu were in the original games, if I'm not mistaken. Ryu is obviously back in this one. And Taskmaster plays pretty good. You guys know Taskmaster, the real one, not the one from the Black Widow movie. That's not Taskmaster. Taskmaster is supposed to look like this. He's supposed to be a male character. And he does have the ability to copy anybody's fighting techniques. As you can see, he throws the shield like Captain America, uses his sword like, whoever else he copied. I can't think of a Marvel character right now that uses a sword. But, come on, most Marvel characters know how to use a sword, I think. They're skilled in that. And he swings like Spider-Man. When he does his swing, you can tell he kicks Hawkeye's bow and arrow. The point is that Taskmaster is a really good, cool character. If you look up his backstory, I recommend anybody to do that because he's not yet well known to this point, which is crazy to me. Because in the comics, he's pretty prevalent. Okay, he's I think he has his own mercenary group. He does show up in the Spider-Man game, Spider-Man Remastered as well. I may put footage of that while I'm doing the playthrough, because I am currently doing the playthrough for Remastered. But yeah, check it out. There's a mission in there for Taskmaster. There's a reason why, and I believe he's in the Avengers game, which wasn't that good, but he's in there. But yeah, the balancing, graphics, gameplay, character roster, it all works. And I definitely recommend. Here's Thor. He's murking everybody because let's be honest, it's Thor. I think the only one that he would have a problem with is probably the Hulk. But in this game, you just have to know how to play, you know. But overall, obviously, I'm rusty. Overall, I think with the galleries, the theme songs, I think it's worth the price, especially now that it's discounted. Fortunately, Capcom had to re-release this to be more expensive. I'm sure you guys heard when it came out $40 after people had the base game, everybody was pissed because it should have been a DLC. But later on, eventually, everybody got around to getting the ultimate version because that's what happens eventually. And this game is still worth getting. It's a solid 8. It depends on varying degrees how much of a fan you are. I'm a big fan of both Marvel and Capcom, so I don't know, it might be lower for some of you guys. It's a very basic gameplay, you know. It's a 2D fighter, or 2D 3D fighter, I guess. The models are kind of 3D. But yeah, here we got Wolverine, obviously the base, going at it against, I think that's a Darkstalker's character. And I'm not familiar with this character, so I don't know every character that Capcom has made, like Firebrand. Sorry, but I don't know who that is. But yeah, you got Akuma with Wolverine, which is badass, because Akuma is one of the best characters in any video game, let's be honest. And it's just a good old time. So do I recommend this game? Especially for the price now? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, put it in your collection. You may enjoy it even more than I do. I'm not really a 2D fighter guy. You guys know I love Tekken more than these games. But I do love Marvel as an IP, and I love Capcom because there's so many games. I don't know if they left out Mega Man in this game. I think Mega Man should be here, or a version of Mega Man. And Storm from the X-Men, guys. Come on. You guys know Storm. She's in, I believe she's also in Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Man, if you guys can get your hands on that game, that'd be great. I do have the original PS2 version of Marvel vs. Capcom 2, but I no longer have a PS2, unfortunately. It's in here somewhere, I'm sure. And it's worth quite a bit now. So if you guys have that, hold on to that copy. Because the price might be going up higher. People are looking for it, especially the PS2 version, for whatever reason. I guess it's just really hard to find, guys. But yeah, power moves work pretty well. They look very familiar to some of the other games, but overall, man, you can't go wrong with this game. Especially if you want a game that's at a good price now. Try it out. And look at the artwork. You even look at that. And there's some extra shit too, like when the game was being made and all that. But yeah, guys, like I said, it's solid 8. Okay, maybe 8.5 if you guys are even more of a fan than I am. But yeah, solid 8. And I'm gonna go ahead and end it right here, guys. I do hope you guys enjoyed. Please like and subscribe when you get a chance. And like I always say, go get 'em.